All right, guys, I need to know. Trucker hat, freaking mustachio. What is the vibe? I like to think it's sort of like a mid-30s dad vibe. You got that freaking beard on your back lawn, and you're just, I don't know if you've got just back lawn, but you're mowing the lawn. You crack open a nice Surly Furious from Minnesota, in case you're from that area. That's the vibe I'm rocking. But hey, you let me know. Nonetheless, I'm just wearing this hat because my hair is way too goddamn long, and it's tough to take care of. But nonetheless, guys, the CNBC TV special, 50-minute TV special came out today, and there was a lot of different opinions about what this would look like, and I think it was pretty decent. I'd give it a pretty solid rating, like a 7.5 out of 10. I think there's some details I could have talked more about, specifically perhaps failure to delivers, the buy button being taken away. There's a lot of things that I think could have been talked about more, but I'd rather focus on the good things here. And there was like a 4 to 5 minute section that I discussed in here that I think is a great opportunity to talk about, because it reminded me personally about what started this for myself and why I'm still in it. And perhaps that won't do anything for you. Maybe it's just content to consume, but nonetheless, it gave me some sort of feeling, some rejuvenation, as is sometimes necessary with a play that you're holding for 10, 11 months, right? So nonetheless, I'm going to start this video. You guys do what you want to do, think what you want to think, but I'm going to give you my opinion on this specific piece right here.
So I started out my YouTube channel December 16th, 2020, and all that it was originally was me documenting my journey through the stock market, my wins, my losses, all the things I get right, all the things I get wrong, educating myself, educating others. And then GameStop started, right? So GameStop ran from 20 bucks up to, I think it was about $100. I was watching that and I was, I don't want to touch that. That's up a little too much for my liking. So I was looking around for what I'd call a sympathy play. Essentially, when you have a heavily shorted stock that squeezes up. So I looked at a couple companies and I saw AMC. And at the time it was trading at $2. This would have been January 24th. Put out a video on the 25th. I said, guys, this has great short interest. I think it's a pretty similar setup to GameStop. And I said, look, I think this is going to squeeze. And then 2 days later, ran to 25 bucks. The channel kind of took a boomerang shot out into Pluto. And I was like, wow, that was a good call. It was honestly a freak accident.
The timing of that freak accident led to tens of thousands of new followers and coincided with a big move in AMC's stock.
I think what attracts people to AMC is the unity behind the trade, right? It brought people together to appreciate that you can come together and set aside your differences, something that you believe in. And in this case, it's fighting against a corrupt market, a market that wasn't built to be fair for every single party involved. I think that's what AMC stands for, speaking out and making noise, because any great change that comes in the world over the last decades and hundreds of years didn't come quietly. It came with noise. It came with blood.
Making money.
Guys, it's honestly been a wild journey. And I say that, oh, I'm sorry for hitting the mic. It might be hard on the ears. I say that because the reason that I originally got into AMC stock, no bullshit, as I've always said, was as a swing trade, right? I was very wet behind the ears. I had just recently gotten into the stock market. It's no surprise, no hidden secret that I've only been in the market for about a year and a half or so, right? It hasn't been a long period of time. So there was a lot of things that I did not know. It's one of those things where you say ignorance is bliss. You have all these hopes and dreams and aspirations, which are doable, right, within the stock market if you really put your nose to the grinder and learn to play the game. Now, play the game is what's frustrating, because you have to be able to overcome a lot of the malpractices and issues that exist within the stock market. And as I dove into AMC and I really tried to learn the reasoning behind what I think happened in January, you become a little bit jaded, right? You see a lot of the things that happen with off-exchange trading, right? Some of the conflicts of interest that take place. You see what happened back in January with the buy button being taken away. You see some of the manipulation from some mainstream media and some people on Twitter and some of these big names, so to speak, that are put on pedestals by their other jerk off friends, right? it just is what it is. And you see these things and you can't look away. And that for me is what happened. I was some 23-year-old kid at the time, right, when I got into the stock market. Now I'm 24, and I got into AMC as a swing trade. I lost my ass. I lost a lot of money. I mean, I had perhaps $40,000 at the time, and when the buy button was stolen, I was down about 10 grand. That was devastating. It crushed me. And all I could think about is my parents. My parents, when I was growing up, had it rough. In 2008, affected them, right? they lost some money. I remember there was some years there where things were hard, and I just thought to myself, I want to be able to take care of them someday. And if I ever had a family, who's to say, right? I want to be able to take care of them, at the very least, my friends. So I put my nose back into it. And I could have very easily just looked the other way and said, you know what? There's other opportunities. There's other places to make money. That's my own fault. But there's other aspects to this that we have to understand. And that is that there are significant systemic problems within the stock market. There absolutely are. The fact that the buy button solely was taken away, not the sell button, not the stock being halted, but stolen from, right? It was theft. To no sort of other circumstance can you call that. It was theft. You were stolen from, and I could not look away. So I put my nose into it, thinking to myself, I believe in this. I don't know what other people are going to do, but I believe in this. I believe in AMC having more potential solely for the fact, and you can make arguments about the fundamental analysis. You can make arguments about their 5-year business plan. What are they going to do 5 years from now? Blah, blah, blah. But I believed in the phenomenon that is the Ape movement, which is coming together for something bigger than yourself, despite politics, despite the color on your skin, despite your sex, your religion, whatever. People can come together and recognize that there are problems systemically within the U.S. economy. And it happened. And it's still happening. And there's more growth to come. And the way that the Ape movement has evolved is truly a cool thing to watch. It's gotten to the point now where it's like its own ecosystem. It exists. It breeds. It has sometimes illnesses. And it overcomes. And eventually, of course, all things end. But I think there's going to be beautiful change and beautiful movements along the way that take place within this huge AMC GME Ape community saga that's taking place before your eyes right now. Now, I believe in something called Stoic philosophy. And this is something that was passed down to me by my father, not my stepdad who passed away 5 years ago, my father. The Stoic philosophy essentially is the idea of no matter how hard things get, no matter how you feel, you keep pushing forward, right? You keep that Stoic mentality, and that's different than recognizing when you can't do something on any given day, right? But nonetheless, you keep going forward no matter how hard things are, because that's all that you can do. That's the only option. And if you make yourself believe there's no other option than to keep going, to take one step at a time, even if it's really fucking hard, you're going to do it. And I believe that's important. Stoic philosophy is what drives me to where we are now, right? With the Ape movement, with AMC, with changing the markets. It's evolved into something really freaking cool beyond just making money. Of course, I do believe in a squeeze. I do believe AMC is going to make you money. But as this has grown, the fulfillment that I get from watching everything take place and seeing the community build itself up. I mean, there are some intelligent people that make me just feel flat out stupid. Like I can't put it any other way, as it should. I mean, there's really intelligent people out there that have moved this to a level beyond what is ever anticipated, you know? And it's really rewarding to watch. And I am beyond excited and beyond jacked to see what's going to come a month from now, 3 months from now, a year from now. Keep that macroscopic lens, right? Look back on what you've accomplished. Look back on the community and what it's accomplished over the last 10, 11 months. You've made noise. You've gotten attention from freaking Citadel, from big players, Robinhood, all of these guys, right? And there's more to come. The change, to me, will come, and I will fight for it. And this is how I'm going to close off the video. I believe in a more fair market. I believe every person on planet Earth deserves equal opportunity for freedom. And what I mean by that is the system right now is built to keep the people on top free and to keep the people on the bottom suppressed. And I don't want people to have to learn how to play the game, because that's bullshit. I want everybody to have the same game and to have the same opportunity for freedom. I'm going to fight for that until it either happens or until the day I die. And that's what I've got for this video. So catch you guys on the next one. Much love. As always, light taps. Smolder, boulder, peace.